from scratch, right? So I'm going to press here equal today. Okay, I'm going to press equal today, open bracket, close bracket. All right, so when I press equal today, it shows the today's date. So if you open tomorrow, it will show that particular today's date. All right, and then the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press equal EOM. All right, when I press equal EOM, it means there's a lot of functions over here, and I'm going to press end of month. So once I press end of month, so it has two arguments, which is start date and months. So the start date, I'm going to put this particular date, and I'm going to press comma, and I put 0. Okay, so when I put 0 and I close bracket, it shows this particular format, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. Okay, now if you notice, this is in general format. So I'm going to change this into a short date format. Okay, so now you can see it's a short date. But then you may ask me, of course, now we have end of month, and then when I put 0, it shows the same month. What if just say I change this into 1 month? So it will show the last day of the subsequent month. Okay, so if just say I put this on 4, so it will show the next 4 months. So what I want is I want on the particular month, which is January. All right, so I put here 0. There you go. Okay, so today's date, the last day of the month. All right, and then I'm going to press equal TEX, open bracket. Okay, so when I press equal TEX, it shows value and format text. So this is the value, comma, apostrophe, okay, and then I press M, okay, M, for times, close apostrophe, close bracket, and there you go, right? So now it shows January, okay, because this text formula or text function will ask you the value, and then when I put the format, I put 4M. Why 4M? Okay, why M? Because M means months. So if just say I change the M and I put D, it shows Tuesday, the particular day. So if DD means, it means days, and if M means, it means months. All right, so I'm going to do it again. So if just say I put M, it shows months. All right, okay, so if just say what happens if just say I put 3M. Okay, I don't want 4M, I just want 3M. M, it shows then. Okay, it shows then, that means the short form of January. All right, so if you just say I don't want 3M and I only want 2M, okay, that means M and M, it shows 01. Why 01? Because January is the first month, so it shows 01. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4M's so that it becomes January. All right, so I'm going to press it equal, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to put open bracket, and here they ask me serial number. So serial number, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this and close bracket. So now you notice that it shows 2023. All right, so we have the start date, which is today, we have the end of the month, we have the particular month, and we have the year. All right, so I'm going to go to column C, equal the last day of the month, I plus 1. All right, so it shows the 1st February 2023. And then I'm going to highlight this and I press Control R. Okay, so if you want to know, in your keyboard you have the Control and you have the R button. That means it's copy right, meaning you copy left data. Okay, you copy data from left to right, meaning now I'm going to highlight this, I'm going to press Control R. When I press Control R, you'll notice that the data from the left is copied to the right. But now I'm going to make this, now if you notice we have hashtag, okay, a lot of hashtag. So I'm going to go to format or auto fit column width. So once I press this width has become bigger. All right, okay, so as you can see over here, this is the coordinates, or also known as the name box. Coordinates meaning, now if just say I put my cell over here, it is in column E and row number 2. Okay, so the coordinates will show E2. The name box will show E2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the name box and I want to put AA1. Okay, as you can see, I'm typing AA and 1 and I press enter. So when I press AA1, I'm going to highlight all this and I'm going to use Control Shift left arrow. Okay, again I repeat, Control Shift left arrow. All right, so I'm going to highlight all this. Control Shift left arrow. That means in your keyboard you press Control Shift left arrow, you'll get this data. And then the next step is Control R. So with less than 5 minutes, okay, maybe perhaps let me make an adjustment first. So with less than 5 minutes, you are able to make a template, okay, a planning template, which is based on monthly basis. All right. So for those who come late, okay, let me repeat it again so that you can catch. All right. So let me rub this. Okay. Okay. So the first thing that I thought is today formula. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here equal today. All right, so today shows the current date. So open bracket, close bracket, there you go. So the today formula means it shows the current date. If just say you open tomorrow, it will show the tomorrow's date. And if you open next week, it will show the particular date. So today formula means it shows the current date. The second thing that I thought is EO month formula. This formula shows the end of the month, the date of end of the month. That means equal EOM. So we have end of month, we click this. So in this particular formula, you have two different arguments. Firstly, the start date and also the months. So I'm going to put this as the start date, comma 0. That means this will be the end of month will be the, okay, so in this format right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, click this and show short date. So now the end of month is actually 31st January. Okay, again I repeat, I press equal EOM end of month. Okay, now this is the end of the month, and then I press start date, comma 0, close bracket. Okay, so this is actually the end of month. All right, so if let's say I put here 1, it shows the subsequent month. Okay, because January, and then when you plus 1, it becomes, when you plus 1, it becomes February. And then if just say I put here 2 months, so January plus 2, it becomes the end of March. So I'm going to put this as 0 so that it remains on the particular month. All right, so EOM means is the end of date, okay, end of month date. All right, then number 3 is I thought just now is text formula. Text formula meaning it will provide, okay, text or format to the particular text. All right, meaning, so now we have this particular data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this equal text, open bracket. So you have this value. All right, so you have this value, and then I put comma, apostrophe 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 4M, close apostrophe, close bracket, and there you go. All right, so M means month, so it shows January. All right, so if just say I remove 1M, it becomes Jan, Jan. If just say I remove one more M, it becomes 01. Why it shows 01? Because January is the first month of the year, so it shows 01. So if just say I put D. So it shows Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Because 31st falls on a Tuesday, and 4D means it will format it as Tuesday. But I don't want it to be on day format. I want it to be on M. Right? So it's January. And then I press here equal year, open bracket, and then close bracket. So that the end of the month, I put year, so it shows 2023. So I also thought on year formula, right? So of course this is done. So the next one is I press it equal 31st January plus 1 day. So after 31st January is 1st February. And then I just highlight this and I press Ctrl R. Okay. So if you want to know what is Ctrl R, in your keyboard, when you press Ctrl R, especially inside the Excel, it means copy data from left to right. Ctrl R. Okay. So if just say you have a data over here and you press Ctrl R, so you just copy this and paste it over here, right? Okay. So now you notice that there's the numbers are showing a lot of H tag, right? So what you can do is you can highlight the column and you can actually double click this. So when the column, okay, when the cursor shows a T sign, so you just double click this. So now there you go. So you have the data, okay, the width, which is called auto fit already, right? So as you can see on the left hand side, this is the coordinates, okay, or also known as the name box. So if just see you put your cell in column F and row number 2, the name box will show F2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this. I press AA1. So AA1, I press enter and then I highlight these 4 columns. All right, I highlight these 4 rows, Control Shift left arrow. So I'm going to use a keyboard of Control Shift left arrow. Okay, when you press Control and Shift left arrow, that means it will go to the leftmost data. It will go towards the left, and then you press Control R. So you will have your own template within less than, you can build your template within less than 5 minutes. And of course, I do understand there's a lot of hashtag. So what you can do, you can highlight your data and then you can just put auto fit column width. And there you go. So within less than 5 minutes, you can actually build your template based on monthly basis. Okay. So if you understand or you have learned something new, maybe